Good day, everyone. It's currently the 16th of September 2011, actually starting to go into the 17th here, as this is right about a midnight update. We are continuing to watch two tropical systems here across the Western Pacific, starting off with Tropical Storm Roke here, just near Okinawa, actually continuing to drift off towards the west. And if we zoom in on the radar imagery here, actually, we do see the center of circulation just east of Naha here. This is where the center actually is in this very tight circulation right in here, and that's where all these tropical storm force winds are as well. And you're going to continue to see these actually persist here in the coming days as the storm tracks looks like it's going to be rather stationary here, moving very slowly off towards the southwest. It could bring a potential for some heavy rain showers across Ryuku Islands here and down towards Okinawa, but really wind is also really starting to pick up here. You're seeing about 10 meters per second across here, so not too gusty at this time, but as that center of circulation as just shown continues to move off towards the west here, you're really going to start to see these pick up much stronger here in the coming hours, and actually the next 24 hours those are really going to start to pick up out of the north. But looking here at the radar outlook on this is actually more of a forecast. It does show the accumulation of precipitation here in the next about 24 hours. You see the center of circulation down here towards the south, right around Okinawa, continuing to slowly move off towards the west. But that, as far as rainfall, is not going to be the major threat area. You are going to see some heavy rain showers down there and a threat of some severe thunderstorms. But up here towards Shikoku and the Kii Peninsula, just east of east of Osaka, that is where you're going to see the heaviest amount of precipitation, specifically along the eastern side of those Japanese Alps. You could see those rainfall coming down, and this is going to compound the problem for potential mudslides and flash flooding in a lot of the low-lying valleys out there. And also, as we remember, though, about 2 weeks ago, Typhoon Talas came through, and that brought a heavy amount of precipitation, actually some fatalities out of there. So this is not good news at all with all these rain showers moving through. Actually, we zoom in on the radar imagery for this region, you can see these heavier rain bands here along northern Shikoku and up towards the Kii Peninsula here. You do see those heavy rain showers coming through, and if we look at the rain total just in the past about 1 hour over Shikoku, you see upwards of 51 millimeters here and even 52 millimeters out here towards the inland sea. So these are in the same areas that got hit by those very heavy rainfalls not too long ago, as already noted, and this is going to compound that problem and definitely bring the potential for mudslides and those flash flooding. So we're going to continue to watch the situation out here as those rain bands start to come on shore associated with Tropical Storm Roke. But here's the current warnings posted by JMA right now. They do have these heavy rain showers and flooding and actually ground loosening flooding potential around the Kii Peninsula and over towards Shikoku. But also there is a tornadic threat in here. As we indicated in that radar imagery just a second ago, those heavier rain showers, those are pretty much severe thunderstorms, and there's a possibility of a tornadic threat along the east coast of Shikoku here and extending down towards Kyushu. So definitely going to watch those as well, because a lot of tornadoes associated with tropicals are usually rain enveloped, and overall they're fast moving because these clouds are fast moving. So definitely probably would be weak if one would develop, but these would come out of nowhere, and especially since it's dark right now, very hard to spot ahead of time. So just one thing, I know you really can't keep a close eye out for something like that, but definitely something to be prepared of and not be surprised if you do hear reports of something. But a lot of these problem areas are off towards the north, but the center of circulation still is expected to remain down here towards the south, slowly drift off towards the west here, right around Okinawa. So you're going to be seeing those tropical storm force strength winds sustained potentially around much of this region here over the coming days. So you still could see a light storm surge right near the coast. Some actually coastal flooding is possible here along much of the Ryukyu Island. And also just noting that this is JTWC's track actually overlaid on the IR water vapor differential here, and you still do have those heavy rain showers here, but you also still have convective banding off farther towards the east, and that's going to continue to wrap around the system and bring some rain showers over towards the Ryukyu Islands in the coming days. And also you can note up here farther towards the north, you see this very high and intense yellow banding right in here, actually indicated in yellow. That is those higher cloud tops, and that's where that severe thunderstorm and heavy rain threat really does lie, is right through this area here along northeastern. But looking back out at the rest of the Western Pacific, we do have Sonca out here. Now Sonca is about 400 miles east of Iwuto here. It is expected to drift off towards the northwest, but you see this little trough of low pressure indicated on the satellite imagery here. That is expected to pick up Sonca and hopefully turn it northeast before it affects anywhere near the coastal areas here of Japan. But it could bring some threat of some high waves along the east coast of Honshu here, and definitely definitely a possibility of some rip current. So definitely need to be careful as this system does pass off towards the east here on the 19th and into, or excuse me, on the 18th and into the 19th before it goes extratropical and starts to shoot off towards the north. And this is just a quick look at the model consensus for the system. Actually, most of the models are really in a line, actually showing JTWC's track as well on here, indicated in the black. That's the Joint Typhoon Warning Center out of Pearl Harbor's track, with some of the models also moving off this system off towards the northeast as well. There is one outlier that does take it up towards the Kanto Plain, but I think that's more of an erroneous error there, and it should be come back towards the east here as that picks up on the subtropical ridge farther off towards the east as well. And lastly, I do want to mention for all my viewers down there in the Philippines, have not forgotten about you here. You are seeing some heavy monsoonal rains here, also being enhanced by some of the inflow with Tropical Storm Roke here, and that is bringing some heavy precipitation across northern Luzon, as indicated here in the last few frames with those higher cloud tops. So you're going to continue to see some rain showers there, and also potential for some flooding, and also potential for some mudslides accompanied with that, as much of northern Luzon is already saturated from all the exceptional amount of rain showers they have seen recently. So going to continue to watch that area as well. So very active day out there in the Western Pacific, but that is all I have for right now. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let me know. As always, thank you for all the input that you have given me in the last couple days. So hope everybody has a great day out there. Stay safe, and always be sure to continue to watch for your warnings and any local warnings that are put out. And if you are ordered to evacuate out of any areas, specifically out here in the Ryuku Islands or eastern Japan due to this tropical storm, please heed those evacuations, even if they are voluntary. So stay safe, everybody, and have a great night.